is Melissa Dupwa. I'm South African studying in Ukraine. Been there for 3 years studying medicine.
The most cumbersome part of the trip was when we got, like after we had passed the Ukrainian border, like at the Polish border. It was very difficult because when I got there, the Polish immigration officers were not there at the moment. So it was like the whole place was in jeopardy. We had to like wait because they stopped attending to people because some people were trying to jump the fences and then evade the stamping from the Polish immigration.
The time to move out of Ukraine was confusing. It was just fast. So my parents started calling me, my mom especially, and her sister told me to start packing, and I should use the money they had sent for school fees to survive, because that's the only money that was there.
We left Ukraine on the 26th by bus, and then we had to use the Lviv border to cross through Medica. That's the Polish-Ukrainian border, Medica border. So we used the bus, and then the bus we thought it was going to like take us across the border, but it got to a point where it kind of like stopped because there was serious traffic, like non-stop traffic. So we had to like get down from the bus at around 8 a.m. the next day, because it was already like a whole day's journey getting from Vinnytsia to Kamienski, then to the Polish border almost.
So the Tubman Network is a coalition of black community organization and black businesses and individuals, people of African and Afro-diasporic descent, who've come together to respond to this emergency situation in solidarity with our brothers and sisters. There are many allies, white and BIPOC organizations and individuals who've come to support this initiative because they do not agree with the racial profiling of police and the discrimination that has been marked by the journey from fleeing from the war. Also, the representation in the media has been concerning, and it's time to end this inequality and ensure that all people fleeing from war have equal protection and equal rights.
My name is Blaise Barnet. I'm the producer and director of the film Black Skin in White War. As the war continues to ravage Ukraine, the humanitarian crisis is high on alert. Thousands of people are fleeing to seek refuge in neighboring countries. The big question here is, how does the European Union handle this humanitarian crisis, especially with the African students who are refugees struggling as well to find refuge in other countries? Should there be exceptions or special status granted to some persons all impacted by a war? Or should the color of my passport determine if I have access to stay or to seek asylum? Hundreds of African refugees are all over Germany and other European countries. Homeless, without shelter, without proper medical attention. Some of them are already facing deportation because the migration law doesn't just permit them to be able to stay and continue their studies in Europe. Very little is seen in the media about this situation. I think this film Black Skin in White War should be produced so we can show the world what is happening in this crisis time in this story narrated from another perspective.